Friends, this is my introductory video and I have decided to launch a YouTube channel mainly to share my real life experiences, and I have worked in corporate sector for more than 4 decades, and I shall be sharing these experiences through a number of videos that I shall be coming out with. My name is MP Tyagi. I started my career from Delhi. After having done my B.Tech in mechanical engineering from Delhi, I joined DCM in their graduate engineer trainee scheme, which was quite a sought after scheme at that time. Now here was the first contrast from what I studied during the engineering and the real world experience, and this experience, when you do it and day in and day out, when you supervise the workers, suddenly you turn into a man. And this way I worked 6 years here, and then I thought that this is more or less the same job doing every day, and I thought my intelligence is something about this, and therefore I decided to do some more formal education and change my career path. Accordingly, I appeared in the GATE exam of IIT Delhi and cleared it and joined M.Tech in industrial engineering at IIT Delhi. Most of my class fellows in IIT were toppers of their universities. Since I left the job and I knew the value of the job, and therefore my level of commitment was much higher, and I managed to top in the class. After doing that, the campus interviews took me to the next company called Modi Continental Tires at that time. This was a new tire company with German collaboration from Continental, and this was the first Indian tire company. Before that, all tire companies in India were multinationals and there was a monopolistic situation. This company broke that monopoly and remained in tire as a king for several years, capturing 28% market share of the truck tire market. Anyway, I worked here as an industrial engineer and initially developed all the production norms and manpower norms, etc. After doing 8 years here, I saw an ad of Reliance Industries one day and I applied there. I was interviewed 3 times there and got selected there as head of industrial engineering, joined Reliance Industries. I worked closely with Mukesh and Anil Ambani, and I will share some experiences with them also. I had the opportunity to meet Dhirubhai Ambani, and he was such a big motivator and visionary that when I met him, Anil Ambani ji introduced me that he has topped in IIT. So he said that you have topped in your class, that's very fine, but here you have to top in the country, and therefore you have to work accordingly. And then when we went out of his room, the way he said me several things, I thought that he has handed over the key of the plant to me, and it was a highly motivating session. After that, Anil Ambani took me to the plant, and the first thing he told me was that I want a system on my table which basically should tell me the profit generated between 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock if I so wish. Listening to him, I was simply flabbergasted and told him that this doesn't even exist in textbooks as yet. This is the story of a tease. What happened thereafter? Then he said, try, and resource is not a constraint. I had few sleepless nights, but then I hired 3 consultants with 25 persons working day and night who developed all the norms for a massive plant which was spread into more than 200 acres. And this was done in 2 months' time. And there were no laptops or Wi-Fi's in those days. and there was only a state of the art mainframe system existing in the company. So, what I had to do was hire some contractors and physically hook all work centers to the mainframe system. And then somehow with lot of hard work and lot of digging into, we got a software, and somehow I was able to develop this system, which Anil Ambani got very much satisfied, and later on we used this system to develop an incentive scheme for the plant. After working for 6 years here, I got a call back from Modi Rubber Limited that they were going in for a major expansion and they would require my services as chief project manager, and it was a big project. So, it was a tough decision for me what to do, leave a very popular and good company and go to a comparatively smaller company, or and see the growth for myself, or remain here. So, ultimately I decided that my own growth at this juncture in the career is more important than the company growth, and certainly company will also grow. Therefore, I came back to Modi Rubber as chief project manager, executed that project in 2 years and was made head of the non-truck tire plant, which I remained for 2 years, developed this plant, and then I was made head of the truck tire plant in Modi Rubber, and ultimately became executive director of the plant. For a short stint, I have worked with JP Industries also as vice president. So, this is my story. I simply gave this only to motivate young people who are starting their careers to know how one can reach taking challenges to the top. My videos would reflect my real time experiences and the situations where how to act, and therefore, I would request the young budding managers and engineers should view my videos for their career growth. And if you like this video, please press the like button and also subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get notifications for our future videos. Thank you very much.